We're here today to discuss the Internet of Things and why that's something that's become so important.
When we say Internet of Things, what we're talking about right now really are consumer electronic devices that are smart, that are connected to the internet, usually connected to the cloud, usually with data analytics on the back end.
I think that you're not going to see an end to the many different places in which connected devices show up as the hardware and technology just becomes cheaper and easier to develop. I think at some point this type of experimentation are going to lead to some pretty surprising results. The challenge is going to be mainly a software challenge of how do you take the data that's spilling out of these devices and turn it into something that's meaningful in people's lives.
Design is important to the Internet of Things because the marketplace has started to demand beauty. Products such as Nest have really revolutionised what the consumer expects out of a consumer product in the Internet of Things. And I think everybody that wants to win in this global marketplace needs to have a beautiful product that customers want in their home.
I think it's really critical that we do ungeekify the product innovations that we're actually trying to push. It's much more important to understand the actual end use of the product. And so what we try and do is we always try and put it in the context of what is this product for, very simply, and what its intended use, and try and position that in the most powerful way for somebody who maybe knows nothing about the background of it.
Well, the thing from doing something in Australia is it's a unique marketplace. It's big enough to allow us to develop a product and to test it before we take it to the world. And Australia's given us the opportunity to, develop our product in secret without the rest of the world catching on. That gives us a head start.
There's definitely a growing appetite for Internet of Things investments in Australia. I think the venture capital community, both in Australia but also around the world, is starting to understand that the Internet of Things is going mainstream.
It's a fun scene in Sydney at the moment, and it allows us to cross-cultivate as well. So, we're all trying to achieve something in a similar space from a different angle. And that camaraderie is really helping us.
So I think the day's been really successful. We've had some great IoT startups share their learnings, and we've had an audience that was jam-packed, I think listening intently to every single word. So hopefully this spurs another generation of Australian IoT startups to emerge.